Welcome back to Between the Pylons. I'm John Camacho, and today we are talking about Brandon Aiyuk out of Arizona State. And guys, this is a guy I'm really excited to talk about. This is one of the first players that I actually graded for this class, just because Brandon Aiyuk starts with an A, so it was one of my first guys on my list. And I remember going right out the gate, I really liked him, and then I realized, oh shit, this is a dude from Arizona State that kept popping when I was watching N'Keal Harry film last year. And it all clicked. I'm like, okay, well, this really makes sense. I love this player. And I'm just really excited to talk about him today. We're going to get right into it. Here is the skill chart for Brandon Aiyuk. Alright, so here we are with Brandon Aiyuk's skill chart, and I do want to point something out real quick. If you've watched any of my other videos, I've always had the 40 time right down here, and it's just kind of, it used to be a grade that I specifically took the 40 and had an equation that equated it into my system. I've changed that completely. Now the speed portion of this grade, it equates not only the 40 but also the miles per hour, and then it also impacts based on how big or small the player is, right? So a guy who's 6'4", 220 runs a 4.4, that's a higher grade than a guy who's 5'10 and runs the exact same grade. You see, so that's the main difference, biggest change that I have on this thing. I've done a couple other changes, but nothing that really affects this chart right here, which is what we're obviously looking at right now. So right off the bat, the thing that really catches your eye is route running. I think Brandon Aiyuk is the third best route runner in this class, and I really do. I have it ranked. I do. It's serious. Brandon Aiyuk, he's right behind Van Jefferson and Jerry Jeudy for route running. I love his route running. I think he's very smooth, very precise. I'm a big fan of what he does there. Hands, it's a plus grade, but I do see him drop a couple balls here and there, and he catches with his body a little bit too much for my liking, so that ended up bringing his grade down. Overall, though, quickness is going to be his strength. He's going to kind of grade out as more of a slot receiver type of guy, but I mean, he can play him all over the field. He's not just one type of player, in my opinion. I love his ability with the ball in his hands. I love what he does after the catch. I'm a big fan of his ability to separate, not only with his route running, but also with his just athletic ability. All of it is very, very plus. Really, overall, you're going to see a very positive grade all the way around. You know, blocking, contested catch, those aren't the highest grades, but I don't have one spot on this grade where he's in the negatives, right? So I don't have anything that really pushes his grade too far down, which means, as you can guess, I mean, he's going to be one of my top receivers in this class. He's definitely top 10. He'll end up being top 10 no matter what. I believe right now he's the number 6 slot, but things can change. I'm not officially putting my grades out there yet, but I'm really close. So we are talking about one of the best receivers in the class, in my opinion. But all right, with that being said, let's get on over to the film portion of this video. Alright, so here we are, guys, and the first thing I want to show you guys with this clip is just the long speed. I can't count how many times he just completely beat his guy deep, and a bag throw by the quarterback really hurt him and cost the team a touchdown. Like right here, I know that looks like it's a good throw and catch, I guess, but I mean, the quarterback makes him wait when he absolutely beat his man here. And the other part of what I want to show you guys, I'm just going to let this play through here. The second thing I want to show you guys is his route running, and that's the big thing that I'm going to keep hounding throughout this video. Is I really love his route running. And watch, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit here. Watch his change of speed. Watch how he sets up this corner. Has absolutely no chance. Yeah, that's going to work at the NFL level. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to show it one more time here. I'm really excited about what he can do here. This is actually literally right when he makes the cut that just completely throws the corner off. I'm loving it. That's the thing that makes him that fringe first round pick for me. Has to slow down for the ball. Unfortunate. And here's another play where you're going to see him. You know, he had his man beat, and I know that this is a touchdown if the quarterback can throw the ball right. You see that play? I mean, he leaves guys in his dust on a regular basis. And what I love, and I'm going to show it later on, is it doesn't matter if they have their hands on him or not. He's still able to make that move. And that's kind of bad quality, and I do apologize for that. But you can see he's wide open. He makes the move, and he gets open, which is, I mean, that's all you can ask for from a receiver. After that, it's on the quarterback to make a play. which doesn't happen a lot. And here I'm going to show you guys the top of the screen. The ball doesn't even go his way, but just watch his release off the line here. Just really, really good. I love his movement skills off the line against press. I mean, and I'm going to show another video later where I think it accentuates it even better. He's got a lot of skills. Route running, like I said, was an 8 overall, and I think stuff like that, I mean, I think it just shows so much for the player. And here we are. This is one more thing where I just show has his man beat. This is the bottom of the screen. Be ready, and then Aiyuk has to completely stop to wait for the ball to get to him, and then maybe get a couple extra yards. And the thing is, Brandon Aiyuk is so good with the ball in his hands, but I mean, you got to get it to him. So watch him at the bottom of the screen. You can kind of see him move. It's a little weak, but again, I mean, he just leaves these defenders in his dust. They're on another. He's on another level compared to him. And here we are. Watch Brandon Aiyuk right here. This is number 2, Brandon Aiyuk. Look what he can do with the ball in his hands. Makes one guy miss. Explodes up the field. I love that. That's all I need to see. I mean, yes, I know it's not a flashiest play in the world, but dude is completely wrapped up on him, is not able to bring him down. Just very strong lower body. Has the body type of maybe a running back almost. Like has a little bit of like that stocky build that you want to see from a running back, which is great because that really helps you when he has the ball in his hands. And here, this is another play. You can kind of see the pointing right at him. Pay attention to what the cornerback does. The cornerback plays this pretty well. There's just nothing that he can really do. Gets his hands on him, but it doesn't really matter. He's able to fight through that contact, and yes, the ball doesn't really go his way. Kind of gets held a little bit, or the ball does go his way. The ball isn't anywhere near where he could catch it. Kind of gets held a little bit, but he runs right through, and I think that's really, really important to see from these type of players, you know, kind of smaller type of guys. Not to say small, but I mean he's small-ish. So the big physical cornerbacks, I'm not worried about at all at the next level. I think he can fight through that, and he shows it on play-by-play basis. Just play strength in general is something that's really important to me, and you see it a lot on his tape. But overall, I think you see a guy who's incredibly explosive, incredibly versatile with the things he can do. He can play underneath, and you can get the ball in his hands, and he'll do a lot with it. Or he can catch the deep ball. He can really stretch you out as well. I think that's a great testament to what he can do and the type of player he is. He ran a 4.5 flat at the combine. I think his play speed is a little bit faster than that even. I'm actually really impressed with what he does. For a guy who's 6'1", 205, still ran a 4.5, and I think he plays a little bit faster than that. So I'm an all-around really, really good player. I'm really excited about him. And here I want to show you guys the final grade for Brandon Aiyuk. Alright guys, so this is the final grade for Brandon Aiyuk here. Overall 6.51, which really does it hits right in that, you know, top of the second round, first round type of grade. I know he's getting a lot of first round buzz. I'm not sure if he's going to get there just because honestly I believe that the amount of good players in this class are going to push down some of these second tier receivers into the second round because every team knows they can get one. And there's so many second tier receivers, and I think he's right in that ballpark. And that's not an insult, by the way. There's a lot of really good, like I'm talking first tier is really just CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy, and then everybody else. Maybe Henry Ruggs if you think he's tier 1 as well. That's you know, that just depends on how important speed is to you. But this second tier, there's like 10 to 15 guys that are gonna go in that, you know, maybe back of the first round to, you know, somewhere in the third round range. And there's a lot of really, really good players, and I think he's right in there. And for me, he's almost at the very top of the list. There's only a couple guys that I have ahead of him. But overall, 6.51, really, really good grade. Grades out as a little bit more of a slot receiver than an X receiver, but as I showed, and I did this on purpose, I wanted to show you guys that he can stretch the field. He has the ability. His route running and his execution on the deeper routes are really, really good. I really like his ability to be a versatile threat at every single level. I like him underneath a lot because I love what he can do with the ball in his hands. I like him over the middle. He's a tough physical guy. I have no qualms with him in that mid-range. And then, of course, being a deep threat, I think I showed that he definitely has that ability as well. But all in all, guys, that is Brandon Aiyuk. I hope you like him as much as I do. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment where you'd like to see him go. I don't know anymore. It's so hard. If you do enough of these videos, I just try and rack my brain. Where do I want to see him go? And I kind of end up with the same couple of names. Like, I want to see half of the receivers in this class go to the 49ers just because I don't think I like that scheme more than anything. I don't know, man. I think he's going to be really good no matter where he goes. But let me know what you guys think. Please leave a like, leave a subscribe. Let me know another guy that you'd like me to do a video on. It doesn't just have to be a skill position. Any position, I'm happy to do it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Peace out.